a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to make that connection or answer that question for you. So get into those call lines while you can. 310-997-4966. 310-997-4966. I hope you guys are getting settled in and ready as we take callers on air, and really looking forward to it tonight. Have a lot going on. As you know, you're coming to an end with January already, and February, the month of love, is upon us. And so with that, I'm very, very excited to offer an evening of spirit messages connecting to your loved one on the other side. So this is Thursday, February 10th at 6 p.m. Really excited about the opportunity of talking and connecting to your loved ones. Also, I'm going to do a tap into your intuition. So this is just going to be a great workshop. If you just want to have some fun learning how to tap in, tune into your own intuition, help you make decisions, get a little clarity. So this is Tuesday, February 8th. So we have those two workshops that are coming up. And then, of course, we have the next round of development circle. So those are going to start towards the third week of February. And we have the beginners, we have the advanced. They're starting at 6 p.m. Pacific. So a little bit earlier, just because my East Coast friends have just been asking for a little bit of an earlier workshop. So we have the beginners, and that's on Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock, starting February 23rd. And then, of course, we have the advanced. That is starting at 6 p.m., and that is Tuesday nights. So grab your tickets. The rounds we're having this month here have been really, really fun, fabulous. They're having a great time developing. And again, it's all levels. So just find the right workshop for you and come join me. But as we get into February, I know a lot of emotions come up for people. Emotions if you're not in a relationship and you want one. And why haven't you found your person? Where are they? And of course, that can bring upon loneliness and even depression for some. But just kind of get yourself in a space where, you are staying active, you are really giving it an opportunity to work on yourself, and just make sure that you're putting yourself out there. And that's a big part of really making those connections. Doing things that you love and enjoy, because if you are doing and living a life that you enjoy and feel fulfilled, then you're more likely to meet someone with very common interests, common hobbies. And then that just gives you a lot to go off of, where it feels much more natural, easy, and just give yourself an opportunity. And again, for those who have a loved one on the other side, it is just knowing that that loved one is always with you. They're always around us. And it certainly can be hard as we come upon holidays that remind us of love to, miss those loved ones that we're not touching, kissing, hearing, hugging. But again, rest assured that they are with you and they are around you. Just a little quick little prayer tonight for a friend of a friend. They have a 1-year-old that is in the hospital at the moment, struggling with COVID symptoms. So just a little love and light to that sweet little 1-year-old, giving them lots of healing energy and just kind of that power to heal and push forward. And a lot of love to all of you. And again, let's get into those call lines. You all know the rules. Let's turn off the ringing, dinging, blinging. Let's have a nice, silent, and clear connection as we can. Anything that makes noise, just kind of go ahead and put it away just for the next 50 minutes and try not to be listening to the show, although you do need to listen for your area code. But if you do hear your area code, make sure everything else is muted so we have that clear connection. If you're looking for that loved one, just let me know who it is you'd like to hear from tonight. And if it's a psychic question, just have that psychic question ready and we will get started. We're going to have fun. I hope you guys are ready. And let's do this, all right? Here we go. How about 780? Hey, 780. This is Colby. Who is this?
This is Desiree.
Hi, Desiree. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. What can I do for you tonight, hon?
I'm just looking to hear from Matthew, my son's father. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Okay, got it. Okay. I feel so it was interesting because you said your son's father, but I was definitely feeling a love interest. So I feel like with him, I just get the sense where I feel like he had some struggles though. Am I correct with that, Desiree? Were there some issues with him and maybe substances or depression? To me, there's like a lot of struggle that he was experiencing.
A lot. Addiction.
Okay. Yeah.
Mental health issues. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And it just feels like, because it feels like, he's also very serious because it feels like when his lows were low, it would be really hard to get him to be responsive, attentive. Like, I just feel like for him, he didn't quite know how to handle or respond to the emotions. Do you know what I mean? And so
Yes.
I just feel like with you, I feel like you were always trying to be positive for him. I feel like you were always stepping in, trying to get him on a healthy path, be a bit positive. But interestingly enough, I think there was a counter where he wasn't always the best influence on you. Do you know what I mean? But yet you kept trying to say, look, we need to be this way. We need to have a healthier life. You understand that?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I also feel like even after you two parted ways, I just feel like, he still had an attraction for you. I really feel like he was always kind of looking to put it back together or how could he fix it? What do you need from him? Because I feel like he still very, very much loved you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel like at the time of his passing that you were with him, only because I feel like you had to kind of say, look, I can't be in this anymore. This isn't good for me. So I don't quite feel like you were still together. Okay. Now, he shares with me your son is, super, super like an ambitious little son, like very, very energetic, like all over the place. And I really get the sense where, the thing too is I think he's very physical, your son, or very strong or very almost, I think your ex-partner, Matthew was the same way, very physically strong. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like too, what's so crazy is I think your son looks, especially in the eyes, just like his dad. Am I correct with that?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So he likes that, he really loves the fact that, he's got this baby to just kind of, he says, oh, let him do better than I did. Let him do better than I did. So I feel like you give your son such a healthy lifestyle and very much positive reinforcement. I feel like you work with your son a lot to help him understand things. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
I even feel like it's kind of interesting because I feel like he's young, but I feel like you've already kind of explained death to him or the passing of his father and what that means. Am I correct with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he makes me feel like he sees daddy too. Your son like sees daddy and he'll talk about him. You understand that too? Like he's mentioned seeing him or talking to him.
Yeah, we talk to him every day.
Okay, got it. To me, there's something. Okay, so I know it's at bedtime, but also in the back seat of the car. So I feel like there's a particular memory where your son is in the back seat and starting to talk about dad, and it was just totally freaking you out. But I know he was in the car with you.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so Matthew lets us know that was him, and he was there. I do feel like Matthew. I feel like his passing was very sudden, and I do feel like the substance abuse was part of the passing. Would you understand this?
Yeah, I do. It was
Okay.
because of that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I just know now it's also interesting because I know you said he's not your partner at the, I know we said it's not, but do you have a tattoo of him, Desiree, or his initials or something like this? Or a tattoo of your son?
Yeah, I got the red string of fate tattooed on my pinky for him.
Okay, got
It's
it.
something I always see. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Because he lets me know he knows that you've got the tattoo for him. But the other thing too is interesting. Do you also have another tattoo of your baby or your baby's name or something like this as well?
No, I don't.
Is there, he's showing me, it's not a photo, but it looks like it's a photo. Like, so it was imprinted on something. So if it's not a tattoo, do you understand your son's face imprinted on? I don't know, maybe a blanket or an ornament. To me, your son's face it's somewhere else, not just in a photo.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, do me a favor. Think about it and put it in the Facebook comments. Would there be something for his mother that you did with your son's face? He's making me feel like he knows you did this and he's very grateful that you did this. I'm just trying to sort out what he's showing me. But it's like when the baby's young, when the baby's born.
I have no idea. I really have to.
Okay, think about it. Okay, think about it and let's see. Or if it's a photo in a locket or in a piece of jewelry. There's just giving me a feeling like there's something here of your son's face. And so just let us know in the comments if you can, okay? I'm pretty sure after this it will make sense. But he gives me a feeling too where I feel like for him, I just know that he wants to step forward and honestly apologize. I just feel like he really feels as if he could have treated you better and treated you with a lot more respect than he did. But even though he knows that you understand it wasn't really him, it was the substances, I just feel like he knows that, he just wants to say he's sorry, that he takes full responsibility for his actions. And he wants to let you know that he's doing okay, but also that you're doing a fantastic job with your child together. He just lets me know that he loves that you keep his memory so alive and well with your son. And he just gives me a sense of letting you know he obviously is around you and with you. Okay, I'm going to say one more thing here because it's going to drive me crazy. The face of Matthew, do you have the face of Matthew imprinted somewhere in a necklace or on something?
On his headstone, I was able to get his picture on there.
Okay, this is what it is. So thank you. He's like the face. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute, hang on. He just wants to let you know that he is so grateful for this and he really appreciates you did that. And he just really appreciates the unconditional love you always gave him, Desiree. I just feel like, and what a beautiful, he said, the most beautiful thing we ever did, the most beautiful thing I ever did was create this baby with you. And I really feel like it's his legacy. And I feel like it's something he's extremely proud of. And he just wants to thank you for everything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, lots of love to you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let us take another caller. Here we go. How about 510? Hi, 510. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Catherine. How are you tonight?
I am well, Catherine. How are you, honey?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I have a psychic question.
Okay.
I'm starting a spiritual business offering energy work for animals.
Oh, I love it.
And I wanted to know if it looks like I'll be successful with it.
It feels so amazing for you. I love the I love the idea. Now, there's a lot of things around this because I feel like I want you, even though it's a spiritual business, which I think is incredible, I really want you to also be kind of mainstream with it, meaning work with veterinarians and other resources that are a little bit more mainstream because I feel like they would absolutely love to use you as a referral. And I think that that's really going to help. Okay. And I see all sorts of animals.
Okay.
So I see obviously some cats and dogs, but I see horses as well. Like, I feel like, you're going to be like the animal whisperer. I swear, Catherine, someone's going to ask you to come into their house and talk to their fish. I don't know exactly when that is, but I'm telling you, like, and I swear, I really feel like that's good. You have to promise to let us know when that happens. Um,
Okay, I
but
will.
but I really love this idea, and really feels in alignment with you. But like I said, I want you to work with farms, rescues, veterinarians. I would just ask, don't limit yourself. I just feel like you can make it extremely mainstream. Also, of course, you're going to be doing house calls, but I really see an opportunity for an in-person space as well. So someone can bring an animal to you, and it's just, not a big space, but it really feels like this space that you're going to end up having where they can bring the pet to you and you have this very calming environment with them. And I just feel like that's going to be a big part of it as well. So it's a lot, like, and it's interesting because I know you said Reiki and healing. Music's going to be a big part of it as well. So I don't know if naturally you tend to play music while you're doing Reiki, but I feel like the music is also going to be a big part of this, really helping with the animals. Are you
Okay,
there?
yeah, I
Yeah.
do usually put something on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do usually put music on when I'm doing the work.
So when you're choosing music, I'd love for you to consider putting together a playlist that you put a lot of intention into it. So create a specific playlist that has a lot of intention. So the songs that are in it each have a purpose. And I feel like that's going to really kind of make a big difference in the actual session itself.
Oh, okay, that's really helpful. Might you have any sort of idea of time frame for all of this?
Well, I feel like if we get started now and you really kind of work hard, I definitely feel like within a year you could really be doing this full time if you choose. It's going to kind of take a lot of work hitting the ground running and a lot of confidence, but I actually feel like you could do it. You could always sign up for the spiritual mentoring that I do too, the business. We just started last week, but look for the next round and that might help you as well. But I just feel like for you, it's getting you to the next level, putting it out there, putting it out there. So I feel like within a year of really building it and doing it and executing it, I think you'll have a lot more referrals, a lot more fur baby clients, and it just seems like it's going to be really good for you.
Okay, thank you so much. This really means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're welcome. One last little thing. Are you using crystals on the animals? Like at their chakras or working something like this?
Sometimes I'll grab a crystal just to help me to connect and to kind
Okay.
of guide me through the session.
I got it. Okay, wonderful. So just keep doing that. And in the session, just focus on setting the intention. I just think that's something that's really going to change your sessions completely. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Lots of
I
luck
will
to
do
you.
that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is going to be wonderful. I'm loving that you're doing it and best of luck with it. Okay.
Thank you, Colby.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let us do another caller. Here we go. How about 856? Hey, 856. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, it's Barb.
Hi, Barb. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Great. I just had a quick question. I talk to you often, and you always guide me in the right direction.
Okay.
So I have a legal situation going on right now, and I did speak to you about it before, and again, guided me in the right direction. So I just want to know what you see coming. I know it's going to be a process, but what you see in the end with all this happening.
Well, it feels like to me, it feels like, I definitely feel like it ends in your favor. So I feel like the verdict ends in your favor. I also feel like interesting though, even though it's been a while, I feel like you get a big sense of resolution this year. Okay. So I feel like there's a
Okay.
big ending this year, but I also feel like it's a strong sense of, I keep hearing like keeping your backbone straight. So like, don't let the gossip behind your back kind of get to you. Cause
You are on point. Yes,
Okay.
you are on point, as always, to the T.
Okay, so I just feel like, keeping that backbone strong, keeping that chin up high. But I really feel like there's a resolution this year. I do feel like it ends in your favor. And I feel like there's just a sense too where a lot of this happened, I think, to just kind of get you to go in a different direction. and a different direction, like with career, with your life, to really just go, wait a second, what does our family need? But I also should feel like this is kind of showing you the resiliency of your family unit. Does that make sense?
Everything to the T. I mean, the
Okay.
career, everything. Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like you're going to be okay. I feel like this, it's again, just the most part is not letting the stress get to you. Barb, I don't know. I just hear this and maybe I'm wrong. I want you to take care of your hair. I don't know if it's just that the stress has really kind of gotten to your hair, like like if it's just more dry recently, or if it's, I don't know, you're losing some hair, but I just feel like the stress is getting to the hair. Does that make sense? Is there something going on with your hair?
I literally was just at the hairdresser yesterday, who was a great friend, and she said, if you let anything else get to you emotionally or mentally, you're going to be completely gray. She said, every 2 weeks, you have more gray than I've ever seen anybody ever have.
Yeah, I really feel like that's the stress getting to you, and the worry
Absolutely.
about what everyone else is thinking, and again, I just, just kind of standing your power with this, stand tall, and just know, I just feel like the truth is on your side. Okay.
Good. That's exactly what I needed. Again, you've helped me several times with this situation and others, and it's always been the correct thing.
Well, I'm really glad this helped. Lots of love to you. You have a gorgeous night, and I'll talk to you again, I'm sure. Okay.
Hopefully when you come back to Jersey, I'll be seeing you again in Jersey.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. All right. Have a good night, Barb. Okay.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. Let us do another caller. Here we go. Let's see. How about 720? Hey, 720. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Carmen.
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
I'm doing really good, especially now. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I know you always, I'm trying to run away from my puppy so there's no noise, but he seems to be catching.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, what can I do for you tonight, Carmen?
I was going to ask you about my mom. However, I don't know. I mean, there's a few things going around in my head and about us is that we should be moving to a rural property and start, because we wanted to start building on it.
Okay.
Or I don't know, whatever.
Let's kind of go ahead and talk about that, only because I do feel like this move, I feel like kind of this next phase of your life is meant to be starting this year. Okay. So it really feels like this new start for you is absolutely, it's going to be a very fun, creative project for you. And it really just kind of gets those creative juices just flowing for you. So I feel like more ideas come in, more projects, creative endeavors are going to come in, but it all starts from this move. And I also feel like this move is really going to give you like a true sense of home around it. Like just a place where I feel like it's going to be the long haul, where you're just going to love it. I feel like it's got an amazing view to it. It feels to be very, very peaceful. And I just feel like by branching out and doing it, it's like the abundance starts coming in. Like I feel like by going and doing it, and because saying yes to the universe with it and getting it all started, I feel like more abundance starts to come in, more opportunities, more ideas. So it absolutely feels like this is the time to do it. Okay. And I feel like it's going to be somewhere where I just see a lot of sun. So I don't know if it's that you're moving somewhere warmer, but I just see a lot of sun around you, a lot of sun, a lot of greenery. It just feels to be beautiful.
It's not anywhere warm except for the summertime.
That's
but
fine.
It is. It has a lot of acreage and it's peaceful.
Yeah, it just feels like.
And I wanted to build something fun.
It feels like there's going to be a lot of trees or a lot of greenery around you. And like I said, I just feel like it just feels like it's going to be the place where we can kind of quote unquote ride off into the sunset. So you're not done working, you're not done creating, but it is a place where you are going to get so many downloads of inspiration, creative ideas, and really just kind of a lot of creative projects are going to come your way. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Because I can still do my creative side, which I write, and then hopefully I can continue. But we're thinking about building like a barn dominium or something like that. So it's going to be like
It's
a lot
gonna
of fun. So I'm glad that you still.
Yeah, I really feel like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I just see it being something you're much more passionate about than you ever thought you would be, okay?
Okay, thank you. Then you know what, Colby, I really appreciate it because I will move forward in that direction. Then because I didn't know. I'm like, should we be doing this? Should we not be doing this? And
Yeah,
you're seeing it to be a.
I'm seeing it to be an amazing, amazing move. And I feel like your intuition is also telling you, yes, do this. It's only your head saying, oh, maybe we
Mhm.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Jet,
And I love it. Thank you so much. And I was
you're
just worried
welcome.
too because my husband works so far away from where we're going to be, and I just wanted to make sure that it was all going to be okay. But you're
It's going
saying
to
just to
be,
go ahead and go forward.
it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. Okay.
Okay, and thank you so much. And I love those videos of
Oh,
you
thank
doing
you.
that. It just shows you're a free spirit, and I just love it and your energy. So thank you so much, Colby, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Carmen. You have a beautiful night. Lots of love to you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, let us do another one. Really quick though, on Carmen's note, when we are on the brink of making those big decisions, sometimes fear can get in the way, the logistics can kind of get in the way. And when we start trusting that intuition, like, hey, this is going to happen, we're making this happen, we're going to do it, you're just going to start to see the universe really will start facilitating that aid to help you. So just this is our year to kind of do things, try things, experiment, try it. And I feel like you're going to be so grateful that you went for something you really desired. Okay. Let us do another one here. How about, my goodness, how about 315? Hey, 315, this is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Missy.
Hi, Missy. How are you, hon?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What can I do for you tonight?
I am looking to connect with my brother,
Okay, got
my
it.
brother Johnny.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious though. Would you understand a Michael as well, or a middle name Michael for someone either in the living or in spirit? I'm just curious. Or a friend of Johnny's.
That was his middle name.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks. That's what I heard. So Johnny, Johnny gives me a feeling, I think Johnny liked to talk a lot. I think Johnny wasn't afraid to kind of talk or afraid to kind of, he talks and even talks a little loud, I think. Would that make sense? Not obnoxious at all, just kind of more confident. He comes across kind of confident to me. Would that make sense about
Yeah.
Johnny? Yeah, like he'd walk
That
into
does.
you know what he reminds me of is the Fonz. It's like, so I think he had just a real kind of cool demeanor about him. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Just kind of like kind of
It does.
cool, collected. I definitely feel a bit of a ladies' man. And I just
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like, but also I think a pretty casual dresser, like just kind of his jeans and t-shirts. Am I right about that? Like his type of dress?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. But I do think he liked belts or belt buckles because I feel like he's got, his belt collection. But I keep feeling like belts are a thing or belt buckles are a thing for him, I'm
Yes,
just
always
curious.
had a belt on.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Do you have one of his belts, Missy, or do you understand that someone in the family still has one of these belts?
Yes, I actually have one of his belts.
Okay. So he lets us know. I feel like he might have worn a ring or rings, like the bigger, chunkier rings. Is that true? Do you know if he wore rings?
Yes, he actually had 2 wedding bands.
Okay, got it. Okay, it was thicker, but it gives me a feeling where I just get the feeling like he's not afraid to stand up for things. I keep seeing a motorcycle with him as well. So would you understand Johnny either being on a bike or having a thing for motorcycles?
My dad actually has a motorcycle.
Okay, that's it. So I'm just curious. So would it be a Harley Davidson or a bike like a Harley Davidson?
Yes.
Okay. just because I saw that long seat. So that's what Johnny shows me. I just feel like with Johnny, though, I think Johnny was always getting in trouble, though. Like he's very like kind of mischievous trouble, right? Kind of
Yeah.
being somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, or doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, getting caught with something he wasn't supposed to be having. So I feel like he gave the parents a run for their money. You understand that?
Yeah.
But he's funny because I say this about him, but I hate to say it, Missy. He said you were no angel either. So I think you were. So I feel like he's calling you out as well, right?
Oh,
But
that sounds just like him.
oh, he's like, she's no angel either. Let me tell you what she did, Colby. Now, I get the sense he passed a while ago. Am I correct that it's a while ago that he passed?
8 months ago.
That's not that long. Let me just figure this out. I guess because he shows me music. I think he really loved music and being with music, but he kind of shows me like old music, like 8-track. So that's why I'm not sure if he collected records, or does your dad collect or have 8-track collection, or does any of that resonate? Do you understand the music connection with him?
I'm not sure about that.
He makes me feel like there's a sense of music with him. I would ask, I feel like either he was collecting music, or his dad, you're collecting music. There's something around music because he gives music as his sign to let people know he's around.
Oh, well, we always hear a certain song on the radio all the time.
Okay,
My
got
mom
it.
and me.
Okay, got it. It's not a rock and roll song by chance, is it? Oh, it's an older
Kinda, not really.
It's an older song though, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
He shows me an 8-track. I'm not sure why, Missy. We're gonna have to figure out the 8-track. Either he had some, I don't know what that connection is. So if it ends up making sense, but it is an 8-track for sure. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Either he liked working on old cars with an 8-track. There's something with an 8-track. So we'll just try to figure it out later. But he shares with me a real sense of letting you know that he's with you, that he's by you. And I just get a sense too where he lets me know that he's very much protective of you guys, and he shows me a feather. So I think birds or feathers are his sign to let you know that he's around. Okay. So,
Okay.
he gives us that. He gives me a real sense of being independent. I think a real sense of like his own beat, it just kind of, I think very warm and genuine, but I just think for him, he didn't always go along with everybody else. It didn't always go along with the pack. Does that make sense?
That does.
And I just feel like he gives me a strong sense of like letting us know that, that I feel like it's almost like now I'm free. So again, the wings, the bird come back in and letting us know that now he's free and he feels really good. Like, there's something with his body I think he was dealing with. So he makes me feel like he feels very free. Okay. And to let you guys know that. Now I'm just curious because he is with a man on the other side. So would Dad be on the other side, Missy?
I think that would be my grandfather.
Okay, because he's with a male on the other side that makes me feel like he is very much like a father, sticking to his guns kind of a guy. So he might have even had guns, but he makes me feel like a sticking to his guns kind of guy, really strong principles about things. But he lets me know that he's with Johnny and kind of keeps an eye on him. And I just feel like knowing that, I just feel like your brother, I feel like he comes forward with so much love for you guys. And I feel like, to me, I just don't think he got to say goodbye though. Am I right? Was not everybody there, or he didn't get to say goodbye to everyone?
Correct. He was only 30 when he passed, and unexpectedly with his heart.
Yeah, but he shares with me a sense of just letting everyone know that I'm okay. And I just feel like, again, to me, he just feels free to let us know that he is like kind of running around, dropping in, saying hello, and he's okay. He makes me feel like he's okay. I think it's so hard on mom though. So just let mom know that he's all right for her to every night. I feel so bad because I feel like every night she's gone to bed and it's really hard. It's like I feel like she might be crying every night and just kind of worried about him. You know what I mean? It's such a hole in her
Mhm.
heart. And I feel like he just is he puts his hands on her hands and just says, Mom, I'm with you and I'm okay. And I don't want you to worry anymore. Okay. So are you able to share
Okay.
that with her?
I am.
I feel like those rings, though. I feel like somebody's wearing them. Did you take those rings, Missy, or do you have those rings back? Because I feel like they're around a necklace. Did somebody put them around a necklace? Do you know?
His wife did.
Okay. So he, again, let her know he knows she went and did that. Okay. So
Okay.
let her know. And I just feel like, too, he keeps talking about a son. So did he himself happen to have a son already, or were they just planning a family? Because he just keeps talking about a son.
Yes, he had a son.
Okay, so he wants to acknowledge his son. I am kind of curious if the son has his same name, but I feel like the son's got a nickname. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, we call him what his nickname that he used to call him.
Okay, got it. Okay. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious though. Can you share that nickname just because I kept getting like an S, like a Stoker striker, but I don't think that's it. So what is it? Can you share it?
TT.
TT. Okay. What's it stand for?
His name was Theo, so they used to just call him T or TT.
I got it. Okay. He gives me a sense where I feel like that son, there's something about him as well where I feel like he's super sharp, super quick-witted. I feel like he is just going to be a look. I won't be surprised if this kid ends up being an athlete. He just makes me feel like he's very, very strong. He's very aware, very, very alert. Do you understand that in TT's eyes? Very alert.
Yes.
And Johnny talks to him all the time. And he just lets us know that he sends his love to his kids. Like, I send my love to my kids, And the only thing is that he lets us know that I'm kind of curious. So he has a son. Would there also be a daughter, Missy?
Well, he had goddaughters. My daughters. I have 3 daughters.
Okay, because he gives me a feeling and very playful with them. Am I correct? Like he was very, very
yeah.
playful, very getting dressed up with them, in it deep with them. In it deep. Very committed to his role. I'm curious though, do any of the daughters have an S name? I'm just kind of curious why I keep getting the S. So I'm just trying to link it to a name here.
My middle daughter's, her middle name is Satimia, and that's my grandmother's name that passed.
That's it. Okay. So this is where that S is coming in. And so obviously he's with the grandmother, which is interesting. So I think those wedding rings might have been the grandmother and the grandfather. Is that correct? Is that the double wedding rings?
They weren't theirs. No.
Okay.
2 of them that he would wear all the time. He would interchange them all the time.
Got it. But I feel then your mom must have those wedding rings or something from the grandparents. So just check with your mom.
Okay.
Okay. But they're letting us know that they're around and that they're all together. But there's just a lot of love that they're surrounding the family, a lot of love that they're watching over. And I just feel like if there's a message for his wife, I just feel like somehow, some way, I feel like they were looking to become stronger, and I feel like expanding their family because I really feel like another baby was going to come through for him. Okay. And, but he lets us know that that he sends all of his love to everyone to know that he's okay. And he is well taken care of on the other side, and just to not worry about him. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Lots of love to you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, let us do one more caller here. Let's see. How about 302? Hi, 302. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Robin. How are you?
I'm well, Robin. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Yes, I wanted to call to see if I could connect with a loved one.
Okay. Which loved one would we like to connect to?
My uncle.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I'm just kind of tuning into him. Give me a second, Robin. With your uncle, I mean, one of the first things, I actually feel like your uncle was extremely smart, or like, I just feel like he was really smart. Does that make sense? Do you know that about him? Like, just knew a lot of things about a lot of different topics.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I feel like he knew how to kind of handle a lot of different situations. You know what I mean? I feel like for me, I just feel like for me, though, again, a lot like our other caller, very much a protector as well. I just feel like he steps in saying, I'm the guardian, I'm the protector here. But he also isn't afraid to be a goofball. Like, I feel like he could absolutely be a goofball when he needed to be. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like having fun. You understand that?
I do. Yeah.
Like silly. He's very silly. Silliness, silly faces, silly pranks, making noises. Like I just feel like, he was just very, very present. It's interesting, just very present with people. I don't think he blew people off. Like when he was there and at the family gatherings and talking, like he's very much active with everybody, getting everybody involved. Like, so when somebody wasn't, sitting out, like he'd make sure he's getting them involved on the festivities and on the fun. Do you understand that about him?
I do.
I think I really feel like though he makes me feel like you would have been around him a lot. He shows me dancing with you. And it makes me almost feel like there would have been a wedding. So Robin, I'm not sure. Do you happen to have a memory of dancing with him or dancing with him at a wedding specifically by chance?
I don't have a specific memory. I mean, we do a lot of dancing at family gatherings.
Okay.
And he definitely was one to be on the dance floor.
Yeah. Okay. Because he shows me like, I just even feel like when you're a young girl, he's like kind of dancing you around or dancing with the kids on the dance floor. Like I feel like he was just known to be a bit of a showman, a bit of a dazzler, but also just very endearing to the kids in the family, very close to the kids in the family. You understand that?
I do. Yeah.
And I just know he gives me a sense where I feel like he wants to say congratulations to you, Robin. So I'm not sure if you had a recent celebration yourself or an accolade, but would that make sense? Something for you that you would have celebrated more recently? Because he gives me a sense of saying congratulations to you.
I started a new job. It might be that.
Okay, good. It makes me feel like he's very proud of you for kind of navigating your life. But it's like, he's kind of a guy that says, don't take any BS from anybody. So I don't think he ever did. And I feel like his words of wisdom, don't let anyone talk bad to you or about you. No BS from anybody. You're worth more than that. So
I said that makes sense.
Okay, good. But lots of love to you. Know that he is with you and around you. But I just feel like with him, it's about laughter. It's about joy. It's about really giving us a sense of family and celebrating. Like that to me are the big things about him that I feel like is letting everybody know that keep dancing, keep having fun. Let's all raise a glass and have a toast and live for today.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Lots of love to you and have a beautiful night, okay?
Yeah, take care.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for all the callers that, so many people in line, and I appreciate you staying there and holding tight. Lots of love. Remember, we do got the classes coming up. The Valentine's Day is an amazing opportunity to connect to a loved one. So I will be looking forward to doing that. So grab your ticket for that. Come join me. But just remember, everybody, to shine your light, shine it bright. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your unbelievable support each and every week. And blessings to you and your family. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.